Arizona has been a hotbed of big drug seizures over the years. However, with that being said, there has been a real uptick of drug activity moving throughout the state of Arizona this year. Mexico is still a huge exporter of drugs into the United States. However, most of the increased surge is coming out of California. I'm talking about a big surge in drug loads moving through the state. Troopers are cracking down and opening the trailers on commercial vehicles for inspection and finding hundreds of pounds at a time of various drugs. And the latest bust? A tractor trailer on Route 17 with cocaine hidden in a secret aftermarket compartment. Let's break it down, because this matters to every legit truck driver rolling through the desert right now.
Here's what just went down. On October 24, 2025, the K-9 Division of the Arizona State Troopers ran a commercial vehicle safety inspection check on Route 17. During that inspection, they say they found about 233 pounds of cocaine tucked inside an aftermarket compartment in the trailer. Estimated street value, roughly $3 million, and cops say the truck came out of California and was headed to New Jersey. The truck driver was booked on multiple felony charges, including possession and transportation of a narcotic drug for sale.
Some key details that should get your attention. This commercial inspection that resulted in the drug bust was not at a scale house and instead was at a roadside random inspection site. DOT inspectors are wise to the tricks smugglers use, so don't think you can get away with using hidden aftermarket compartments like this latest idiot tried to do. Arizona DOT is fully aware of the cross-country lane that moves drugs from the West Coast to the East Coast. Needless to say, they pay special attention to commercial traffic headed eastbound.
This isn't a one-off. Back on January 6, 2025, an Arizona commercial vehicle enforcement trooper stopped a Volvo tractor trailer on Route 40 near Holbrook. The inspection raised several red flags, and during the search, they found 553.8 pounds of cocaine hidden in a produce load. This drug bust had a $16.6 to $22.1 million street value. The driver was identified and booked in Navajo County. Needless to say, his driving days are over.
And check this out. Over a 6-day stretch from May 5th to May 10th of 2025, Arizona announced more than 900 pounds of illegal drugs seized across multiple stops statewide. One of those stops was a flatbed trailer in southern Arizona with, get this, it had 151 pounds of meth hidden on board. And in the very same week, they also had a separate 432-pound cocaine seizure when they busted a knucklehead in a minivan. This bust of a minivan didn't involve a commercial vehicle. However, it shows the overall extent of the drug problem flowing out of California and heading to all points east.
To show the scale of this drug smuggling problem happening in Arizona, let's take a look at a 3-month snapshot of this same time period last year, between August 1st and October 31st, 2024. Over this time span, troopers reported nearly 6,500 pounds of illicit drugs seized statewide, 837 pounds of fentanyl, 514 pounds of meth, 231 pounds of cocaine, and nearly 4,900 pounds of marijuana. These overall tallies were not all commercial vehicle busts, but it proves just how extensive this drug issue is coming out of California and flowing through the state of Arizona on its way to all points eastbound.
So far, in 2025, when looking at drug seizure cases involving commercial vehicles, we've got the mega 554-pound cocaine bust that was hidden in a load of produce on Route 40 in January 2025. We've got the 233-pound cocaine bust that was found in an aftermarket trailer compartment on Route 17 just recently in October of 2025. Then, of course, there was the 151-pound meth bust when the Arizona DOT inspected a flatbed trailer in May of 2025. That's well over 900 pounds of hard narcotics tied to commercial vehicle traffic in just these publicized 2025 cases. And that's before you add in the much smaller commercial vehicle stops that have resulted in drug seizures that may not make headlines. This clearly shows drug smuggling is not slowing down at all when compared to prior years.
If you're a legal driver that takes his job seriously, here's the takeaway. Because of California not controlling the drug market within their state, you can expect more inspections when moving loads out of California heading to all points eastward. When troopers start finding aftermarket compartments and half-ton loads like they have been, they start taking a closer look-see at all commercial vehicles. Keep your nose clean, your paperwork right, and your equipment clean. Know what freight you are hauling, and make sure the paperwork you have matches what you are hauling. If the bills you have doesn't match the load or your dispatcher's vague on what you are picking up, that's a red flag. Don't let shady brokers or fly-by-night outfits put your CDL or your life on the line. Walk away from loads that make your spidey sense alarm go off. If anything feels not quite right, like strange routing or a sealed trailer that you weren't allowed to see get loaded, or mystery changes to the routing or delivery destination, you need to refuse these loads. Remember, it's your license, your freedom, and your life. And these things are worth way more than that load is.
And remember this, drivers, Arizona's not playing around. They've got K-9 units, DOT inspectors, and a long track record of big drug seizures. If the bad guys keep trying to move drugs out of California and through the Arizona desert, you'll see more spot checks, more wait station and roadside inspection activity, and more K-9 doggies walking around your trailer during those inspections.
That drug seizure bust Arizona had back on January 6th of 2025 happened on Route 40 near Holbrook. I am still shaking my head over that bust. Those idiots tried to smuggle a mega 554 pounds of cocaine hidden within a load of produce. That cocaine had a street value of $16.6 to $22.1 million. Betcha that is one pissed-off drug lord.
I heard that, Bernie. It never ceases to amaze me with regard to the size of these drug busts. If you stop to think about it, the profit margin on these drug shipments must be astronomical for them to be able to eat the amount of drugs they lose in seizures. Yet they keep shipping nonstop. Look at what's going on with our federal government cracking down on drug shipments coming out of Venezuela and other places lately. At least 61 people have been killed in 14 U.S. military strikes on boats in the Caribbean Sea and Pacific Ocean since early September. President Donald Trump has said he is targeting narco-terrorists who threaten American lives with lethal substances, and the administration has told Congress the U.S. is in armed conflict with drug cartels operating in South America. An argument could be made that the state of California is complicit in drug trafficking because they basically allow it to happen and take place. Thank goodness that Arizona is taking a serious approach to this. Do things by the book and don't let anyone rope you into doing anything illegal. It's your career, it's your CDL, and it's your life that you need to worry about.
Hit like and subscribe if you want more straight talk updates for truckers. Stay safe out there. If you got a drug bust related story or have a lesson learned, drop it in the comments. It might just save somebody's life. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down, folks. We are trying to grow this channel to help truck drivers along with educating the general public. You can help us out by smashing that like button and the notification bell. Remember to subscribe and share this with another driver.
Protect your load, protect your rig, and protect yourself. Leave us a comment below with your thoughts and ideas. If it's a good idea, we will share it with everyone. Subscribe for more trucking truth, and together we'll keep hammering this issue till somebody listens.
Well, my friends, stay safe and stay loaded out there. Catch you on the rebound. Remember to keep that left door closed and your hands on the wheel.